Okay, neurologists are flying to San Diego, pharma reps are polishing PowerPoints, researchers are about to drop late-breaking data, and somewhere inside the Marriott Marquis San Diego Marina, between February 5th through the 7th, 2026, there might be slides that change the future of MS. ACTRIMS is happening, and if you have MS, this is one of the few conferences you actually should care about. But what is ACTRIMS? Is it hype, Science Comic-Con, or where real breakthroughs quietly get revealed before the headlines? Stick around for the end. I reveal the one category I'm watching most closely. So, what is this thing with the long acronym? ACTRIMS stands for the America's Committee for Treatment and Research in Multiple Sclerosis. That's a mouthful. Let's just call it ACTRIMS. Think TED Talk, but everyone has MRIs in their slides. It's a huge brainy science fair for MS doctors and researchers. They present new data from clinical trials. They debate different treatment strategies. They showcase cutting-edge laboratory discoveries. It's an intense, 3-day scientific summit, focused entirely on making life better for people with MS. Why should you, a person affected by MS, care about a conference for scientists? Because the conversations in that room in San Diego today will shape the future of MS care. A tool discussed on a poster might one day track the disease without an MRI. Because early trial results, biomarker updates, remyelination studies, treatment safety data, emerging therapies, the news headlines often come weeks later. ACTRIMS is where the science world sees it first. If it trends in neurology Twitter next week, it probably started in Ballroom C. No hype, no jargon, just a clear explanation of what this meeting is and why it matters to you. We'll walk through what to watch for, what the headlines might mean, and how to stay hopeful without getting carried away. This year's theme is MS at a crossroads, perfectly fitting. So, let's pull back the curtain on the science. We are going to break it all down in plain English. I'll give you the clear dates and location, then the 4 big areas to watch. And at the end, I'll reveal the one area I'm personally watching most closely. The meeting is happening February 5th to 7th, 2026 in sunny San Diego, California. Yes, important science is happening 200 feet from a pool and palm trees. If you're in the area, stop by and take a dive in the pool after the daily sessions. Quick favor, subscribe and like, so you don't miss the late-breaking breakdowns. We'll decode the biggest headlines together. The research is vast, but here are 4 buckets to watch. A. Remyelination. Are we closer to actual repair, not just slowing damage? Watch for Phase 2 data and functional outcomes, not just MRI signals. B. Biomarkers and NFL. Could blood biomarkers reduce spinal taps, improve prediction, personalized treatment? This is why we talk biomarkers on this channel. It's not random. C. High efficacy early treatment. Start strong early versus escalation. Watch long-term progression, brain volume, disability. This is where neurologists politely argue using 87-slide decks. D. Viral immune mechanisms, EBV connections, immune resetting, targeted therapies. Watch Phase 1 to 2 updates, safety signals, biomarker response correlations, hopeful, not cure, declaring. Saturday's late-breaking session, novel therapies including a remyelinating agent, BTK inhibitors in progressive MS, and obexelimab. Obexelimab has been called a feat of modern engineering. BTK inhibitors may reach microglia and B cells in the CNS to tackle smoldering inflammation in progressive MS. Experts are hopeful the next generation could slow or halt progression and restore function. AI at ACTRIMS, using platforms like MedCP to make sense of billions of data points, diagnosing earlier and subtyping better. AHSCT, a high-intensity reboot of the immune system. This year's memorial lecture digs into status and open questions. ACTRIMS runs a single-track, CE-accredited program, a shared conversation led by top researchers. News flurries happen because journalists cover these sessions in real time. Abstracts. Regular now. Cutting edge on Thursday. Late breaking on Saturday. All sessions are live-streamed and recorded. Remyelination seeks to coax oligodendrocyte precursor cells to rebuild the myelin sheath. Combination approaches, like clemastine plus metformin, are being explored to stimulate repair. Ask, did function improve? Walking, hand dexterity, vision, not just prettier MRIs. Let's ground expectations before the headlines land. Science is a steady march, not a sudden sprint. You'll be prepared to read the news like a pro, Next, what ACTRIMS is, and is not. Then your checklist for cutting through hype. ACTRIMS is not a cure announcement stage, it's not a guarantee of breakthrough or immediate clinical change. It's early signals, direction indicators, trend forecasting. It's where breadcrumbs get dropped, not the final destination. Even big Phase 3 wins still face regulatory review before practice changes. Practice evolves slowly, on peer-reviewed data and approvals, not conference chatter. Patience is a virtue when following medical research. 1. What phase is the trial? Phase 3. News carries the most weight. 2. How big was the study, and was there a placebo or active comparator? Size matters. 3. What was measured? Real functional change or just a surrogate marker? If the headline hero is p-Rush 0.049, the scientists are sweating too. 4. Read beyond headlines. Check the press release or the official abstract. Late breakers land Saturday, Feb 7. Look for both the good news and the study's limitations and side effects. Being a pro means seeing the whole story. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe and like. Drop your questions. I'll prioritize them for the late-breaking sessions. Turn on the bell so you catch the most recent video releases. Alright, back to the good stuff. Conferences like ACTRIMS are proof that thousands of people think about MS every day, even when it feels quiet. The science isn't. If headlines pop up from San Diego next week, drop them in the comments, we'll break them down together. The one category I'm watching most closely. Remyelination, a giant word with a truly effective repair therapy that would change the paradigm. Multiple paths at this crossroads are pointing to a better future. Stay informed, stay grounded, and keep that steady, educated hope.